All right, cool. Welcome to another episode of I Am the Change podcast, brought to you by DTR Incorporated, a nonprofit organization geared toward uplifting, inspiring, and empowering communities all over the world. I'm your host, Michael Davis, alongside Mr. Jason Redmond.
What's going on, sir?
Good, man. How you doing?
Hey, man, we're doing pretty good, man. Our other guest host, Sharice Love, is going to be a little late, but she's going to pop in a minute and make this thing do what it do. But
keep rolling.
Hey, man, look, she going to miss the, she better hurry up because she going to miss the man and the myth. So look, I'm going to tell this story before I get started about this guy. So we went to Knoxville College together, man, and I was a free safety, Eric was a corner. And so I thought at the time I was like NFL material. I thought, oh man, I could probably do it. I could walk, I could be a free agent. Somebody picked me up. And we were playing Lane College in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And the quarterback, he chucked it, just let it go. And I'm in the end zone, man, perfect form, back pedal, turn, stop, went up, high pointed the ball. Man, these hands came out of nowhere, just snatched the ball over me, took off running like a light, man. I'm like, man, what in the world? Who was that? So when I hit the ground, I was like, oh, man, I can't believe it. Hit the ground, I looked up, it was number one. He was just running. I think he ran 80 yards, man. I was like, oh, I can't play. I can't. NFL's not for me. At that point, I was like, man, let's get your degree. Let's go get a nice little job, man. Get out of here, man. This football season. Football over for me, buddy. But that's the kind of guy Eric Carter was, man. He was laughing and joking. He's laughing because I talk about this all the time, every time I see him. Like, and it's funny because I'm sure he remembers that. It was just one interception to him, but to him,
that was it.
To me, it was
that set you on a whole different path, huh?
Yeah, to him, it's just one more interception. Yeah, but great guy, man. I'm gonna let him tell his story, man. But like from Jessup, Georgia, small town in Georgia, South Georgia, right, Eric?
Right, correct. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but humble, but get your shirt off his back, big heart. But on the football field, hey, if you're the receiver, doc, saying it's a bad day for you, buddy. Especially if he's guarding you. But look, Eric, I'm gonna let you tell him about yourself, man. Kind of go from there.
Well, yeah. My name's Eric Carter. I started out, grew up in Wayne County, played football, basketball, ran track. I was a quarterback in high school. And run around doing my thing, playing football. And my favorite football player is Tony Dorsett. That's why I wanted to start playing football, because of Tony Dorsett. Everybody's seen a 99-yard run before. I know everybody's seen that. So
yeah,
that convinced me to want to be a football player. And so after that, I got the itch to be a football player. My mom put me in, and it took off from there. And then I went to high school, played in Little League and all that good stuff. And then I got to high school and was a pretty good standout kid, Then I had offers from different colleges and things like that. But, my grades wasn't perfect, anything like that. So a guy talked to me about going to Knoxville College. And I always put in my mind, no matter where you go to school, that's what you do when you get there. And so my main focus was on being great at what I did, and that was playing football. And Coach Redmond, his dad, gave me an opportunity to play cornerback, and it took off from there, And that's when I met Jay Redmond, and took off from there.
So one thing I will say about Eric, man, is like we were conditioned and we had to run 400, we had to run sprints around the field. Like I've never seen Eric tired. Like, another reason I knew I wasn't going to throw, I hated running. He was like a deer. Like that joker could run all day, every day. He didn't get tired. And like he could have a hard practice, come down to running. That joker was getting it. So you said you played quarterback. How did you start playing defense?
Well, the thing is, I was playing quarterback in junior varsity. I went to junior varsity. I was playing quarterback in junior varsity, and we won all our games in junior varsity. And so when they were trying to get me move up to varsity, and when I got ready to move up to varsity, I was the second string quarterback. And when I moved up to varsity and played starting safety on the defense.
Okay.
And so if we were losing, they would put me at starting quarterback. If we were losing, they would put me at quarterback. You know how I go down here in the country, man. You know how I go. Back then, they didn't want to have a black guy starting and quarterback here in the country. So the coach always let me know if things start getting bad, I'm gonna have to put you at quarterback. So he did, and I did my thing, and it went from there. I played both sides of the field. I returned kicks. I kicked the ball off.
Yeah.
I played running back, receiver, and in high school here, I was MVP on my track, MVP in track, football, and basketball. Only person at the school have ever did that. And I used to train constantly, all day, every day. I run 5, 6, 7 miles a day, because I just wanted to be great, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So like, tell me, like from high school, man, tell me a moment that was like a defining moment for you that you knew, hey, I could be pretty good at this. Anything I put not just football, but just, I can be pretty good at this is my thing. Like, when did you realize you were pretty good?
Well, I realized I was pretty good when I started, when the coach put me at, I was running around and one of the guys got hurt. Mm-hmm. And that quarterback. I said, Coach, man, put me at quarterback, man. I tell you, but win every game. He laughed at me, he laughed at me. So he used to call me the playmaker. He said, okay, playmaker, I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna let you be the starting quarterback. So he put me at the starting quarterback. Man, we won all our games during the season. And he gave me the name playmaker,
Right.
My coach Scott gave me the name playmaker. That's when I knew that I can go somewhere with it, because it was about me training and running around and being productive. I never stayed out late. I was focusing on being great, and my goal in life was to get to the NFL, Mm-hmm. And that's when I knew I could, when I went 12-0 in my junior varsity. And then after that, I went for my basketball team. We went 14-0 in basketball. And then so that's when I'm going up to varsity. It was me and another guy, the only two guys that could play junior varsity basketball. And then the girls varsity team will play, and then we'll start on the varsity basketball team. And I was just in the 9th and 10th grade, and I was doing that, and all the guys that was on the varsity basketball team was sitting on the bench. That's when I knew I was pretty good, And so then I just focused on being great at everything that I did. If it was running track, I trained like, I was trying to go to the Olympics. If I was playing basketball, I was training like I was trying to go to the NBA. I was playing football, I was training like I'm trying to go to the NFL. So that's how I took it in life, man.
So,
go ahead.
Go ahead, Shreese. Eric, this is Shreese Love. She was a little late.
Well, yeah, welcome. First of all, how you doing?
Yeah. This is our late co-host, man. She was a little late getting on.
Yeah.
You asked me, did I want y'all to start without me? You didn't give me a chance to text you back.
No, I didn't.
At all.
Yeah.
So and you may have answered this before I got on. I hope not. But at what point did you decide that football was going to be your focus, since you were like playing every sport?
Well, I was playing every sport. I was playing every sport, and I realized football was one of the things I wanted to do, because, like I told you before you came on, Tony Dorsett was my favorite football player, mm-hmm. and I wanted to be a running back. But when I would play quarterback throughout my years of high school, then I went to college. I was going to be a quarterback, but I know I couldn't go to the NFL as a quarterback, so I went to cornerback.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, hey, so this, I do know this about you, Eric. When you got to Knoxville College, you had a real bad car accident, didn't you?
Yeah,
And so you were out for. So had you not had that car accident, you wouldn't have been there when I got there.
Right. The first year when I got to Knoxville College, I got in a car accident that summer, mm-hmm. before I got ready to go to college. So I had to sit out a whole year and a half, because I was going to a chiropractor for a year, because I messed up my back. And so I just kept training until I was able to run full speed like I used to do before, and lift weights and everything. And it just took a year and a half, and I went to the chiropractor, and I bounced back and became Eric Cardone I am today, man.
You're right.
That's what's up. Would you say you came back better after the injury?
Yeah, I did, man. Because I didn't train as hard and like I did before I got to college. But when I got to college and I seen guys who were bigger than me, because I was like 165 when I got to college, 175. And so I started training every day. I've trained every day, 7 days a week, every day, training and running. And Jay Red, his dad had us running at 3:00 in the morning. I would be the first one start and the first one to finish, and people still be running. So I was just training, man. Because I wanted to be great at what I did. And I know that they were saying that can nobody go to the NFL from this college that I was attending. But I was on my mind, I was gonna prove them wrong. In my mind, I was gonna prove them wrong.
So
I did.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go
Nah,
ahead.
you got it.
No, go ahead.
I mean, how did you keep that mindset? Because most people
Well,
have an injury, like especially a back injury, and it's hard to come back from that. So how did you keep the mindset to keep fighting every day and keep pushing to get back?
well, the thing is, man, when I'm down here in Jessup, Knoxville College is 7.5 hours from Jessup, and my mom put me on a bus. And once I rode that bus, I said, I got to keep training. I can't go back to that again. You know what I mean? Growing up hard like that, man. I just was instilled in me to try to be great. I had to bounce back. I have no way I couldn't go back to my hometown without being successful in something. I would have been successful on a job, but my goal was to be a great football player. And that's what I was striving to be, man. And I wasn't gonna let nothing stop me. I didn't drink, didn't smoke, didn't do anything, man. So that was my goal, to try to be the best person I can be. And I'm a mama's boy too, as well. So I was trying to make my mom proud,
Yeah. He's a mama's boy here.
Yeah, man. Boy, I'm mama's boy, man. I'm mama's boy, man.
I got you, man. I got you. I ain't mad at you. Mama's is special, man. I ain't gonna
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, it's you and you got 2 sisters, right?
Three sisters. I don't have any brothers. I just have me and my 3 sisters. But one of my sisters passed away in 2004. Okay. But now I got 2 sisters.
So are you the oldest?
No. I had 2 sisters older than me. The oldest one passed away. Now I got one older and one younger.
Okay. All right. So did they play any sports? So you were basically your own example on how to do this. It was like either be successful or bust for you.
That's right. And and I just watched all the other guys that were successful, and I watched a lot of guys that you make a mistake, you can learn from your mistakes, and I always put in my mind, don't make the mistake that those guys made when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? So I just focused on. My mom told me, if you just walk away, you don't have to worry about nothing. If people, don't be a follower, be a leader. And I always believed that, man. So that's how I carried myself. I carried myself as my mom was with me every day, even though she was home. I carried myself like she was walking with me everywhere I went.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You had you had some funny story, man. You always had something to say, man. I don't care what it was. That hey, man, if you ever want to argue with somebody, don't let it be Eric Carter, man, because the argument, you're not gonna win the argument, man. It's not gonna go your way. So I'm gonna fast forward to college. Your last year, our last year was 94, right?
Right.
All right. So not 1994.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 94.
Okay. So the 1993-94 season ends. Season's over. You training. It's time to the NFL draft. You don't get drafted.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead.
And time for the NFL draft. I went to University of Tennessee. I was faster than all the guys that went to school. Coming out the time. I was running like a 4.27, 4.3. So they was saying that I didn't play enough competition to get drafted and this and that. So my agent told me I got drafted in the CFL in the first round. So I ended up going to the CFL and winning Defensive Player of the Year. And so I got picked up by the 49ers after that. So all the people that passed me over came shouting for me after my first 2 years in the CFL.
Gotcha. So when you got picked up by the 49ers, you were there. You weren't there with Deion Sanders that year. You were there before him.
No, Deion Sanders was there. They won the Super Bowl in 95, and he left and went to the Cowboys. And then I went to the 49ers, and I got his number because I admired Deion too as well as a cornerback. So I ended up going there to the 49ers and staying up throughout training camp and all. But guys got injured, and they put me on the practice roster. So I was there on the practice roster, and they told me to stick around, this and that. But I didn't want to stick around because I was mad about it. I was young and mad about it. But I ended up getting picked up by the New Orleans Saints as I was traveling from San Francisco. I ended up getting picked up by the New Orleans Saints, and I ended up staying with the Saints the rest of the year. And then I went back to the New Orleans Saints the following year. They re-signed me for 2 more years there. And then I was there doing training camp, doing the camp and all. And then they coach quit, and then they ended up hiring Mike Dicker. And then Mike Dicker came in and cleaned house for Ricky Williams. So I was in that part of of tragedy there. And that was my NFL career,
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up, I had opportunities to go back to the different NFL teams, but I felt like I ain't have to go through all that back in the CFL. So I just ended up going back to the CFL. Where they knew me at. I ain't had to worry about trying to prove nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And that I was a good player. So I ended up staying there 10 more years.
10 more years in the CFL. And if I'm not mistaken, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I'm a Hall of Famer in my high school, and hoping they can figure out something to put me in the Hall of Fame in my college. And I'm on the Wall of Fame in the CFL, and I'm one of the 50 greatest players to ever play in the CFL.
Oh, wow.
And I was the best cornerback ever play in the CFL out of 50 years.
From a small black college in East Tennessee.
Yep.
Okay.
Jason, I keep telling you, I had never heard of Knoxville College until I met you.
You met Jason?
Hey, man. It produced some great people. Y'all think I'd be joking, but
yeah, man. You come from Knoxville College. You come from Knoxville College. You bound to be something, to be good at something.
No, and right now it's everybody that we've met or interviewed from Knoxville College is doing amazing things.
Yeah,
Jason Bag is crazy.
Yeah.
Go to the bag, pull out somebody from Knoxville.
Yeah.
I mean, dope interviews.
I don't profess to be the greatest, but I know some great people. Like, again, when I played with Eric, man, one thing I say about Eric, man, Eric always, he never gloats. Well, let me say it like this. He'll never put you down to make himself look better. If you're struggling, he's gonna make sure that he's gonna do what he can to make sure you come up, because if you win, he wins. Because if you lose, he loses. So he was always a good teammate. He's always a good teammate. Yeah, he was a horrible practice teammate, but he was a good game day teammate. Like, yeah.
In the practice, he make you look real bad, huh?
Oh man, I mean, he would just talk junk to everybody. Like, it ain't.
You missed the story at the beginning of the episode when Jason realized his NFL dreams got
Eric bashed my dreams and everything, man. I was like, golly. But
go ahead.
J Red was he was a good guy, I used to be trying to keep up with us running in the morning. His dad always said, he always trying to make his dad proud. And he did what he can. He got out there and did what he can. But once he realized that I was real fast, and he was like,
he wasn't.
It was hey, it's always a moment in your life, and you learn when the light clicks on. Hey, that game, the light clicked on. I was like, yeah, this is over. Yeah, football's not the thing for me. So we was in junior college. I played against a guy named Daryl Mitchell in practice. Daryl's a receiver, and so I was like, oh man, I can hang with Daryl. I'm good. Nah, bro, it's over. It's over.
Yeah.
So tell me, man, what has been the biggest adjustment for you after football?
Well, the thing about it, man, the biggest adjustment was to me, after spending 12, 13 years, working in the CFL and NFL, I'm a country boy. That was just a job. It was a goal of mine to be a football player. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. After that goal, after I reached all my goals in life, I had to find me another goal. And another goal was to be a personal trainer. That's what I do, personal training. I train kids to help them go to college, man, and help work on their speed and working out and things like that. Mm-hmm. Me and a friend of mine, that's what we do. And that's all I do, man. I just work and try to help kids to stay on the right path, to be young men, because we losing them so bad to the system. So I try to teach them to be on the right path and to be respectable and grow up to be young men, because that's what we need today. Guys to help these young guys, man. And that's what I try to do, man.
So man, what was it? How did you because you said when you got to college, you coming out of high school, you didn't have your grades weren't that great. How did you, like, I know a lot of times people don't have good study skills when their grades aren't good, but you never, like, I've never known you not to, like, I've seen you always go to class. We had classes together, like, and I saw you paying attention in class and doing the work. How did you make that shift in your mind? Like, hey, I gotta get these books. And
that's the main thing that they say about us as Black men, that we don't focus on our education and things like that. Mm-hmm. And coming out of high school, I really wasn't focusing on it, as much as I should have been, because I was playing all sports. I played football, basketball, baseball. I played all sports, and people at my school, all they wanted me to do was play sports, and I was helping them win, make the school look good. And then I realized that after my senior year that I was being not used. I was handicapping myself in life. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
I figured I would buckle down. So I'm gonna tell you a story. This is a true story. I was sitting in class and we took a test and I didn't pass the test. And so I said, and when they passed out our papers, I was looking at the smartest girl in the class. See who made the highest grade. So the young lady that made the highest grade, I asked her to help me. I asked her to help me and she started helping me. Your dad started, your dad had us tutors as well. So she started helping me and I started focusing, because I wasn't focused when I first come. So I started focusing and studying and learning and the discipline of school. You know what I mean? So I started focusing and I started working on my work, man, and put my mind to it. I didn't hang out, that much at night, go to no clubs, nothing, because I always was focused, man. And that's what I did. Start focusing on my schoolwork. And one thing like I told you, I had to make my mom proud, man, because she raised me and she sacrificed for me, and I was gonna make sure that when I left that college, she didn't have to worry about working for nothing. I had to worry about anything because I was gonna take care of her. And that's what I did. And the main thing I had to do was get my college degree, and that would make her proud for me doing that. So that's what I focused on, and that's what I did. I left school early, and I went and played in the CFL, and then I came back after the season, and then I finished up and graduated.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha. So how was Canada?
Man, it's beautiful, man. One thing I tell you, man, I wish the U.S. can switch over like Canada, because you don't have to worry about having insurance. You can just go to the doctor, man. You go to the doctor. If your teeth hurt, you go to the doctor, get your teeth fixed. You need glasses, you get your glasses. They just raise taxes on everything, man, and everything is free. You get your medical for free. You get your people going to the doctor, man. They not making you pay no big this and that. You know what I mean? But you pay a little fee, but it's great, man. It's clean, it's great, man. It's a nice place to live, man.
You gonna move back up there when you?
Well, I was thinking about it, man. My daughter graduating in December from MTSU, and my son graduating in May from high school. Man, that'd be great.
So, hey, man. So I know I'm gonna give you sports bar a shout out, man. I know you at the sports bar, man, having the games and stuff playing, man. What made you buy a sports bar in Jessup, Georgia?
Man, I always wanted to. I had a pressure washing. I got a little pressure washing business, and I do lawn service. But I figured the best thing to do, I come back and open up something that we don't have here. They have it on the other side of town for the white people, but we didn't have anything for the black people to have. So I figured I'd come home and open up something for adults to come to, man. And you come sit down and get you something to eat. I serve fish, chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers, and things like that, man, and beer and wine and stuff like that. A place where you come down and sit down, man, and you watch sports, and it's not going to be a lot of no violence, no smoking, no nothing like that. Just a nice place to come, man, and to come home, man. It was a great thing for me to come home, and I go out to my high school and help with the high school kids, and I just want to be back at home, man, so I can give back to the kids, man.
Dig it. So I'm gonna hog the questions, man, because this is like heaven for me, because I ain't talking. I'm gonna see Eric like this coming weekend. But go ahead, Shrews. I know you got a question.
Yeah, I do, because I want to know who's your team, the Cowboys or the Falcons. I'm confused.
Well, this is my team, but I just got Falcon stuff up because we down here in Georgia, and everybody like the Georgia Bulldogs and Falcons. But
okay,
Cowboys is my team, so I just
got bad taste.
Got that on my wall, so that'll be good.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, he got bad taste.
I'm a Giants fan, so I definitely don't like it.
Well, we smashed y'all the other day, so
yeah. I did it's dirty,
Oh, I like the Falcons, man, but the Cowboys always been my team from Tony Dorsett. Like I told you, man, I ain't never changed from Tony Dorsett, man. That was my boy, man. I always loved Tony Dorsett as a football player, man, and that's why I stuck with the Cowboys, man.
And why you never wear 33?
Huh?
Why ain't you never wear 33?
I wore 33 in Little League, man. Can you believe it? I wish I know it might have my plaque and not in here at my house with my plaque on it. I wore number 33 growing up. That was my number.
Man, yeah, You should have wore that in college, man.
I know it, man. But I thought that one looked a little better, man, in college because I want to be number one, Jay. And I always tell your dad, every time I say, let me get him, coach. Let me get him, Coach Red. Coach Red. No matter what receiver we have, I say, Coach Red, let me get him.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, man, every time I see a player wear number one, I be like, hey, man, to wear that number, you gotta be cut from a different cloth, brother.
You gotta be comfortable. You gotta be, man, you gotta be bad, man. You can't wear that number and look bad, man.
No, sir. No,
you
sir.
cannot wear it and look bad, man.
No, sir.
I'm telling you, man. Uh-huh.
So what's next for Eric Carter, man?
Man, the thing is, man, is just to try to stay safe, man. I know we still got a pandemic going on. Try to stay safe, man, and do positive things around my community and try to help the kids that's going off to college and, you know, give them on the right track of going to college and teach the kids about training and you know, and drugs ain't the way. I don't do no drugs, no smoking, no drinking or nothing. So, you know, I just want to focus on helping the kids, man. And that's my main thing, man. Help my son. My son is taller than me, man. He like 6'4", so he want to go to college and play basketball. And I be training him, and you know, man, that's my thing to get him ready for college, man. And just try to be a good dad, man, good father, man, and just try to show kids that, you know, no matter where you go to school, it's what you do when you get there. You can be successful no matter where you go. And always, when you wake up every morning, just pray. You got chance and opportunity, chance to have a good day and opportunity to be great throughout the day. So that's my mindset, man. I try to do that, man.
Dig it.
Like that.
So
Positive
Does your son
mindset.
have any offers? Any looks right now?
Say that again.
Does your son have any looks right now?
Oh yeah, he got a few teams looking at him. You know, he was playing football. He was good in football, but he didn't want to play football. So I let him stick. I forced him to play the first couple of years, but then I realized I can't control him like that and let him make his mind up. So I let him make his mind up. He chose basketball, and I'm happy with it. So, you know, he got a few small colleges looking at him, you know. So wherever he go to college, you know, it's fine with me. You know, as long as he's doing something positive, you know. If he decide not to go to college, get him a job and work, I'm fine with it. As long as, you know, he's doing something productive. I'm great with that, you know.
dig it. You gonna be frying fish at homecoming?
Yeah, man. I already had them boys talk to Breeze and all those boys bringing stuff from New Orleans and
Breeze coming?
Michael Honor. We all getting all stuff. We're gonna have our tent set up as usual. You know how that go.
Yeah. I'll be at the tent. I'll be by
Jason
there.
is ready.
Hey man, look, I live for this. I live for this. See what y'all. So here's the thing: when you go to Knoxville College, man. So we are like one of the only HBCUs, other than Morehouse, that graduates more men than women. And so when you come out of that school, you got two things that you're good at. One, you know how to talk to people, and number two, you always know how to make friends because everybody comes from somewhere. Like Eric's from Georgia, Breeze, he's talking about is from New Orleans. Michael Honors from Atlanta. So you got guys from you guys from St. Louis, you got guys from New York, Memphis, Florida, Texas. You know, we got people from everywhere. So
yeah.
It was just it was a big it was a big competition every day. You got to be on your game talking to girls because if you're not, you're gonna get a stick talking from Georgia, slide up in there and steal your girl. You know, or and man, it happens, man. It happens to everybody.
It can happen.
Hey, anything can happen on that campus, man. You gotta be ready.
I'm telling you, man, that campus there was amazing, man. You know, and you learn a lot from going to school there, man. You learn how to survive, you know, no matter what, you know how to survive, and you learn how to become a man and a woman, you know, when you went to school in Knoxville College.
Yes, sir. But when you graduate, man, the funny part about it, when you graduate, everybody embraces you as family. So like when so before you came on, Eric told Michael, I'm his big brother. So it's funny because like the dude kind of was like, you know, he take you under his wing and teach you the ropes. Like it's like every year a guy from Jessup would come up there. They go to Eric Carter quick. And he wasn't the only guy from Jessup that was at Knoxville College.
I brought like 10 guys. Up there, man.
Yeah. And like get them out of their situation, bring them up to school, change your life. Yeah. Matter of fact, man, I think one of the guys, I can't think of his last name. I saw him a couple homecomings ago. I can't think of his name though. I forgot his name. I forgot it. I thought it was big tall dude. I forgot his name though.
Albert Kelly?
No, not Albert. No, not Kelly. He went to school with us, but I can't think of the guy's name. But he stayed for a semester, then he ended up leaving.
Oh, you talking about Tony?
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony. He's still up there in Knoxville.
Yeah. I saw him a couple homecomings ago. I couldn't never think his name.
Tony Jackson.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
So where did your friends go to college at?
Who, mine?
No,
Like us?
yeah.
Oh, I'm a proud graduate of the North Carolina Central University.
Oh Lord.
No, don't do that.
I'm just saying, hey, J Red, she done broke it all the way down to me.
She
Proud.
Yeah. She did, man. She did.
I am.
Hey, I see that. Hey, that's nice.
Yeah.
I went to school down in Wilmington, North Carolina. UNC
Okay.
Wilmington and the Art Institute in Atlanta.
Good.
Because I was up in Georgia for a little while.
Okay, good. If y'all been talking to J Red, y'all some good people, man. I know that. If y'all been around J Redmond, man, y'all some good people, man. Because that's all he hang around good people, man.
Okay, I take
It's nice to meet y'all too.
You too. You as well. Yeah, Jason.
J Red tried to be humble, but he the GOAT,
Yeah, I just know good
sure.
people, man. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I just know good people. So,
But good people attract good people, Jason. You know that.
I take that.
That's right.
I definitely will take that. So, Eric, man, look, I know the game's on. I'm not gonna hold, but so every week we have our guests, man, give us a word of encouragement. And you've been dropping some nuggets, so just FYI. But we want to get you give our viewers and fans a word of encouragement to kind of take them through their week. What you got for them?
Well, most of all, this is what I'm telling you. This is what you're saying. First thing you do is pray in the morning. Thank the Lord for giving you the opportunity to wake up. It's a bad time during the pandemic, and we all need prayer, and we all need it to survive throughout the week. But always pray for others and be nice. Be nice to everyone and treat everyone like you want to be treated, and your day will be nice. Only you can make your day go bad if you let one person out your day mess up your day of 5 minutes, of 10 minutes of argument, mess up 25 hours a day. And always put that behind you. When someone says something bad to you, tell them you love them and keep it moving. It sounds better to say you love them than say something negative back to them and keep it moving.
Hey, the guy as he gets older, man, he gets this old man mystique about him. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. That's how I carry myself, Jay, man, to keep the blood pressure down, keep everything down, man. Just say, I ain't gonna argue with you. I love you, God love you, keep it moving, man. I can't control how nobody feel about me, what nobody think of me. I just gotta keep it moving, man,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dig it.
Yeah.
Hey, you gonna try to do any coaching?
Well, I went last week. Our homecoming was last week. I spoke with the team last week at the church. We had a church dinner. I went to the church, spoke with the team, and I talked to the coach. And I was going to coach last year, but the pay, man, they were talking about $20-some thousand, J Red. I couldn't do it. Hey, man, and I was traveling with the dentist, man, and I was making tons and tons of money. Me going from $60-some thousand to 20-something, man, that wasn't gonna work, man. So
No.
Do it. But since I'm home now, my son graduated in high school. My daughter graduated in college. I might can go in and try to jump in at about 35 or 40, J Red.
Negotiate with him.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man. So I was talking with him Friday. He told me, I can come help him, and he'll, because he wanted me bad, because he was one, because everybody was talking about who's this guy Eric Carter. And once they put me on the Wall of Fame in Canada, and they had it in the newspaper, he asked them why I wasn't in the Hall of Fame at my high school. Once he read all the things that I accomplished, because I broke track records, was MVP in football and basketball. And so the next week later, they put me in the Hall of Fame at my high school, So he was in behind me. He wanted me to come help him, man. And I think I told him I would. So that's my next step. Since I'm back at home, I'm gonna try to help him go out to high school and become a football coach, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
man, look, I'm gonna tell you now, man. Whenever you decide to do it, man, make sure you call my dad and talk with him, and because he's gonna send you all kind of stuff, man. So Hey,
man, I talk to your dad every day. You don't believe it? Me and him talk every day, J Red. And we text every morning. You might don't believe it. We text every morning, and we talk every day. So I ain't trying to take your dad, but you know that.
Hey, man, it's all right. I'm used to this, man. It's okay. Yeah. Hey, man, look, this has been like my whole life, man. So I don't even bother me, man. Like everybody do that. Like from Texas Southern to Central State to Maryland
Yeah.
Eastern Shore, bro. I've been like I've done everything on the football field, from being the ball boy, the water boy, to playing, to being on the sideline coaching. So like him, people be like, "Oh, I taught your dad to." I know. Like, I'm like, all right,
You know
man.
me and hey man, we talk every day, man. Jay Red and
Yeah.
he was texting this morning, so I got to call him back. He just called me a little while ago. I was zooming with you, but I got to call him back and see what he's talking about.
Yeah. You probably won't talk about them terrible Cowboys of yours.
No, we ain't that trouble, man.
They're better than the Giants, so you
Hey,
know.
they're better than the Texans right now, bro. I can't even talk about NFL right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey, look, man, I appreciate you coming on, man, and spending time with
Thank you
us.
so much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys are welcome. I appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity, man. I appreciate it, man. Love you, Jay Red. Love you guys too, man. I
Hey,
appreciate
man,
it.
appreciate you.
Appreciate
And,
you.
I'll see you Friday. Jay Red.
Say
You know,
Saturday,
I know
bro.
you
Just
I know you
together,
don't
say
want to. I know
Saturday.
you don't want to. I know you don't want to room with me no more. But
No.
yeah.
I'm not rooming with you no more. No more. You gotta get your own room, pimp. I can't.
I got you, man. I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, it's nice meeting you too, my man, and miss my man and young lady. Nice meeting y'all both.
Oh yeah,
man.
definitely nice meeting you, man.
Nice
It was a
meeting you
pleasure
too.
having you on the show.
Oh yeah.
I
All right.
appreciate it.
Eric, Mike's gonna take us out of here before you go.
Okay, 10-4.
All right.
All right. Well, if this is your first time tuning in, please like, subscribe, and continue to follow us on this journey. If you've been rocking with us so far, keep on keeping on, because we have a lot more amazing episodes to come. We are DTR Incorporated, a nonprofit organization geared toward uplifting, inspiring, and empowering communities all over the world. I'd like to thank my two wonderful co-hosts. Once again, another great episode in the books. Ms. Sharice Lovett and Jason Redmond.
Thank you.
Remember, our goal is not to be better than anybody, but together we can achieve better for everybody. Thank you, and have a great night. Peace.
All right, thank you.